If you've ever wondered why some Amazon sellers get all the orders while you get none, then it's simply because they understand how the buy box works and how to make it work in their favor. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to win the buy box as a new seller, and more importantly, what a buy box is, what factors goes into winning the buy box, and my 3 pricing hacks that help me squeeze out 37% more profit from the same product as everyone else. By the way, if you are looking to start Amazon FBA wholesale and you're looking for one-on-one mentorship so you can start a successful Amazon FBA business, then I will leave the link in the description on how you can get my support to do that. Let me now jump on Amazon and show you exactly where you can find the buy box. So on an Amazon listing, you will always find the buy box right here where you see other sellers on Amazon. As you can see, when you click on it, this is what will open. Now, the way I like to think about the buy box, and I like you to think about it, is that a buy box is simply a bucket where Amazon puts all the sellers selling the exact same product. If Amazon didn't have a buy box, then what would happen is every new seller who wants to sell this Lego set of Star Wars, they will create new listings for this exact same product. And that will just clutter Amazon with multiple duplicate listings. So Amazon just decided, you know what, we'll keep one listing, and every seller who wants to sell it can just use this listing and start selling on it. And we will put a buy box in that. So this is a buy box where Amazon will choose who wins the buy box at a specific given time based on the criteria that I will just cover in a bit. But right now, you can see the person who's winning the buy box is actually Amazon. So this product is sold by and shipped by Amazon. So sold by as in Amazon, meaning Amazon themselves sell this product. Other sellers who are selling this product are called Amazon Resale. Obviously that's Amazon's resale, but you can see Grasshopper Toys, World Traders, then there is Jalam Toys, and basically you know what I'm talking about, but these are all the sellers selling this exact same product. Now, sometimes you might not see a buy box on a listing. That will usually happen when there is only one seller selling this product. And that means that product is a private label product. This is a product owned by this brand or this person, Fitness JB, and that's why they will not let anyone, or they do not let any other sellers sell this product. Hence why you don't see a buy box right here. So I hope now you understand what a buy box is and where you can find it. Now, how do you win the buy box? Right now, why is Amazon winning the buy box and not Grasshopper Toys winning the buy box? Well, there are mainly 5 factors that go into winning the buy box. And the first and the biggest factor is actually price. So if you're priced lower than someone in the buy box, you're gonna win the buy box majority of the times. I say it's the biggest factor, but that doesn't mean it's the only factor. But price is one of the biggest ones. And you can see price is the big factor here. There is $24.99 by Amazon, and the next lowest new condition is $29.98. So that's the first factor. The second factor is the fulfillment method. So on Amazon, you can do FBM or FBA. FBM is when you fulfill it yourself, meaning every time you get an order, you're going to ship it out. And this means it might not be next day delivery, and Amazon wants the best shipping for their customers. So Amazon's always going to favor FBA fulfillment method. And FBA fulfillment method means you will have this Prime 1-day icon right here. So Amazon favors sellers who have FBA as their fulfillment method, or they enrolled into the Prime badge, which means they do delivery next day. And if you just do Amazon FBA, meaning you send your stock off to Amazon's warehouse so that Amazon can fulfill it for you. And to get this FBA badge, you simply need to do FBA, meaning you just send your stock off to Amazon, and Amazon is the one who will pick, pack, and ship the product to the customers for you. So once you do that, you will automatically get the Prime badge on you. The third factor is stock availability. Now this actually, in the list of how important it is second most important, even though I have listed as the third factor. The reason why I say this is because the more stock you have sent to Amazon, the better it is and the more the buy box you will win. The reason why is because, see, if you send in 10 units to Amazon only has 10 units to distribute that to their fulfillment centers across the whole of UK or whole of US. They will not have enough to ship products all the way to Newcastle, right? Which I'm in London, Newcastle's all the other side. So let's say someone from Newcastle is going to order the product on the same listing, right? If you didn't send enough stock, Amazon didn't have enough to send it all the way to Newcastle. So now in Newcastle, when someone's buying it, you're not going to win the buy box because Amazon might not be able to deliver your product there quickly compared to someone else. So that's another reason why having or sending more stock is more important, because if you send more, they can distribute it across multiple fulfillment centers around the country. But more important than just sending more stock is not running out of stock. When you run out of stock, your buy box fully resets. And that's a problem, because if you're winning the buy box consistently and now you ran out of stock, now you're going to build up that credibility again with the buy box from scratch. And by the way, this buy box isn't a real human. It's Amazon's algorithm deciding on all these factors that I'm talking about. That's switching sellers between each seller, if that makes sense. The fourth factor is seller performance. How often are you getting refunds? Is the product quality actually good and you're getting good reviews on the listing? If these things are bad, then that's going to affect how often you win the buy box as well. Because if Amazon sees that every product that you are selling when winning the buy box is getting a high return rate, then your product quality might just be crap. Hence why they won't let you win the buy box more often. And the fifth and final factor is your seller feedback. So if I go on the actual buy box right now, and as you can see, if I just open this, see, Amazon doesn't have any seller feedback because Amazon is Amazon themselves. But if you go to this seller, Grasshopper Toys, you can see they have currently 6,466 ratings and they have 4.5 star or 92% positive rating over 12 months, which is good. If you have bad rating over the last 12 months, that's telling Amazon that you're just a crappy seller. You either don't pack your products well, or the product quality has been bad, or you've been just selling dodgy products. And that's why you can even see on the list right now that this person who is priced almost the same, yes, price is the factor, but almost the same, is not above them, because look at that, 71% positive over 12 months. So that's another factor that will decide if you win the buy box or not. So now that you know what factors determine whether you win the buy box or not, make sure you try and control as many of these variables or factors as possible, because then your chance of winning the buy box is a lot more higher. So those were the 5 factors that go into winning the buy box. And if you want to win the buy box more often, try and control these or most of them as much as possible. Now let's talk about the 3 pricing hacks that help me squeeze out 37% more profit from the same product as everyone else. The first pricing hack is price matching. Whenever you start selling a product on Amazon, always start by price matching the lowest FBA seller. The reason why is because if you end up selling the product and start being greedy that, oh, you know what, I want to win the buy box more, so I'm going to price it just by 1p lower than them. If you do that, you are literally getting into a price war with that seller, because that seller is then going to price their product lower than you, then you're going to lower it yours, and ultimately the price will keep tanking and it's a race to the bottom where neither of you will make any money on that product. So always price match when you start selling a product for the first time. But there will be instances where you have price matched them, but the other seller is going to undercut you. Well, in that moment, in that instance, that's when you use the second pricing hack, and that is the night owl pricing. The way this strategy works is that you're gonna ignore winning the buy box throughout the day and try and maximize your sales throughout evening to night. So most sellers who sell on Amazon, if they're a large business, right, they're only going to be working from 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, and they're going to keep an eye on the Amazon account. Once they have left, they're not going to keep an eye on the Amazon account. So what you can do then is after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you're going to reduce your price below them. And you're going to do that until maybe 1 o'clock at midnight. And then you're going to take your price back to normal. What you're doing here is that you might not win the buy box throughout the day, but every person who comes on Amazon in the evening to shop, they're gonna be buying from you because you'll be winning the buy box as you're priced yours lower than the other seller. This way you can start selling off the stock without having to get into a price war with that seller and then eventually make no profit. But let's say even this strategy didn't work and that person just keeps undercutting you even in the evenings or night. Well, in that case, this is when you use pricing hack 3, and that is called patience. Yes, the seller who's selling that product eventually will run out of stock. And once they run out of stock, then you can continue selling that same product at the price where you're making a profit, rather than undercutting them and then eventually making no profit at all. So patience is going to help you if none of the other pricing strategies work for you. Now here's a bonus hack or pricing strategy that you can use to maximize the buy box, and that is by simply using reprices. So there are many Amazon reprices out there. You can simply get a subscription plan and then enroll your product into automatic repricing. What this will do is it will maximize your profit every time you're winning the buy box. So let's say you're winning the buy box right now, it will actually increase your price so that you can make more money when you're winning the buy box rather than just selling it for lower. So these are the reprices out there that you can use. Again, that's going to cost you money. So if you want to go with the free options, then you have the 3 pricing hacks that you can use as well. And once again, if you are interested in starting your Amazon business and you want one-on-one guidance, mentorship, then I will leave the link in the description for you to check out. But if you have any other questions related to the buy box or Amazon FBA wholesale, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you.